This is the city. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I work here. I carry a microphone. From the DJ Washby Studios in Philadelphia, here is the Washington Podcast. The Quizmaster, news, what's happening in a few sports, and street names of Philadelphia. Choose your street. This podcast beats better than your local news in the Delaware Valley. So stay with us for 1 hour of the Washington Podcast. And now, here's your host and producer and sole anchor to the channel, David Washington. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Washington Podcast, right here on KDJW. That's right, I do carry a microphone. DJ's Black Beauty. Well, let me see, we have a couple of viewers watching the program. Hope you come on down and join us, and thank you, Mr. Rod Roddy, for leading us tonight. Yep, and let me see, Bob Hilton, our current announcer, is now on vacation. He'll be back again next week. And this is now Sunday, the 27th of July. This is the last Sunday of the month of July, and we're so glad you've come and tuned in with us every Sunday night, and it's been fun. Okay, let's see who's out there watching the show. We have Mitchell joining us about The Replacements and Father of the Bride. Nice. Yeah, so remember, this is a YouTube channel, my friend. We have so much to talk about tonight. Yep, Mitchell's joining us. I wonder who else is watching tonight. Who is going to be watching right here on TV5? Yep, we're just going to drag it along and see who's going to be on the show tonight. And, yep, I do carry a microphone with a little Liberty Bell and Durham. Freaky Friday. Oh, yeah, I might watch it if I have a Fire Stick on my TV. Here's like one thing. If I watch some shows that night, I wouldn't be able to do the podcast now, would I? Yes, sirree, Bob. Let me see who else is there. Mitchell's here, so welcome aboard, Mitchell, to tonight's episode of the Washington Podcast. Yep, and that's very good. Congratulations to the NASA Cup. Yep. Oh boy, is there anything else we want to talk about besides sports and TV viewings tonight? This is the podcast. Oh boy. Oh, Lost in Yonkers. That's nice. Thank you very much for that situation. Meanwhile, I'm just watching little Dragnets while waiting for folks coming on the podcast tonight. Let me see who else is watching. Well, while we're waiting for folks, here's the weather outlook. Present temperature tonight is 79 degrees. We had lots of rain earlier, as I saw my Philadelphia window, I call it. The window of the city skyline. Yep. It was raining so hard, I stepped in the poodle. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to check the skyline now and see. Ooh, now that's very nice. Yep, we're going to have Sunday night lights, y'all. Yep. The wind and the rain and all the fog moved away, and it's a beautiful night in Philadelphia. So, if you would like to see the Philadelphia skyline live while we're watching the podcast, look up the Wanamaker Building live cam. Yep, just look it up and click to the link if you found it. And then you'll see the Philadelphia skyline. Did I say Washington? How about that? My personal streets? That's a good question, my friend. Well, we'll have more about that on Street Names of Philadelphia later in the broadcast. Yes, indeed. So, let's see what's happening in the news. Well, it is kind of difficult to say on this pod news situation. We always talk about some fun stuff and great things, but we're going to take a moment tonight to join in a moment of silence because some of the most best people out there passed on, whether in sports, movies, and music, and things like that. So, Hip Fandemic Crew is here with us. But before we continue the pod news and the sad stuff, 5 years ago, the Fandemic Crew has been around Citizens Bank Park, rooting for the Philadelphia Phillies, and we're so glad you're here. Welcome aboard, Brett, and everybody. Oh, I want to say happy birthday to Beth. Beth, if you're out there, happy birthday. It is your day. Yes. And it's also National Creme Brulee Day, too. So, let's go on with this. We're going to do a moment of silence for some of the people who we have lost earlier. Chuck Mangione, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and Connie Francis. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to... Oh, no problem. We're going to fade into black for about 30 seconds, then we'll come on back for more of the pod news. So we'll be right back in a second, so give us a moment of silence. Okay, that was kind of tough though, but we got to do it. Okay, and also, of course, I wanted to thank some of the contributors out there who make this program possible. So far, we're up at $13 in donations. Thank you very much. Oh, and speaking of that, here comes Chuck Strongbacks with a little thing called E-Bacon. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, this is Chuck Strongbacks with you. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday, Beth. It's your day. Have some cake and ice cream. We love it.
Yes, yes, yes. Now today I want to tell you to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon too. As David says, we're up to $13 in donations, yes. So please give out to Venmo at DJ Wash 5. And David, why we do this?
Well, the reason why the Venmo thing is because I am shooting for the stars to hopefully to be in broadcasting school, and with those generous donations, and hopefully we make that fundage. We shall be there on KDJW, keeping this program on the air, and all the fun stuff like that. Yep, and now, according to weather, 79 degrees in Philadelphia. It is kind of warm, and we had a breakaway of rain, showers, thunderstorms. Yikes. Yep, but right now it's beautiful tonight. So if you're on your computers or tablets, just humor me on this one. Search on Google the Wanamaker Building live camera. Yes, that's right. And there's a live camera of the Philadelphia skyline. So this is going to be beautiful. It looks nice tonight. In a moment from now, the sun is setting right now, of course. And as we know, the City Hall clocks will turn on later on this evening. I'll just check on my old thingamajig. Not yet, but it's a beautiful night tonight, so whatever you're doing, have a good time, all right? Okay. I guess it's time. I wonder where Deborah is. Deborah and Al is somewhere around here, but I know they're there somewhere. So we're gonna do the Quizmaster later on. But first, let me indulge you to a thing called water ice. Water ice is, yes, a delicious Philadelphia treat, or you can say Italian ice or whatever you like. Yes, thanks Mitchell for the information. Yep, we're talking about celebrating days, other source of broadcasting besides mine, of course, and other fun stuff. So, yes, I hope you do enjoy. So, water ice available to you wherever you get water ice, even the Citizens Bank Park. I should have been a water ice seller. I go like, yep, get your water ice here. We got mango, we got cherry, we got blueberry, we got lemon, we got rainbow. Come see the rainbow. Who wants water ice? Only $4 a cup, 5 for large or something like that. I don't know. Yep. So let me see. Is anybody ready for the Quizmaster? Let me know what's going on. Oh, Tiger Day. Oh, thank you very much. I got to tell you. Oh, we got to go about sports here. Well, we have the water ice banner down here. The Philadelphia Phillies didn't sweep the Yankees. We lost the game 4-3 in favor of New York. So right now we're just packing up. Without a sweep, we won 2 games out of 3. That's right. So we're heading over to Chicago to meet the White Sox for a 3-game series. And after the White Sox 3-game series, I hope we sweep them. We're facing the Tigers the first Friday in August. So August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. The first one is 6:45. The second game is 4:05, and the third game is at 7:10 on Sunday. I'm sorry. Yes, and after that, the Orioles will be visiting Philadelphia for a 3-game series. Monday, August the 4th at 6:45. We got 2 games at 6:45 for Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday at 12:35, right after your local news or whatever you're watching, your programs. Yes, the Washington Podcast is the only news program. And Deborah and Al is here. That means it's time to get ready for the Quizmaster. Yep, I have a rule, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot start the Quizmaster without Deb and Al coming today. Thank you. Thanks, Mitchell. Yes, thank you very much. All right, here we go with the Quizmaster. Philadelphia history, either from television or historic stuff and things. So guess what? We're going to do the Quizmaster now. So everyone, pay attention to the quiz. You have 30 seconds. Oh, Tuesday night on movies, Turner Classic Movies. Well, thank you very much. Tuesday night, I'll be at work then. But I'll get the rebroadcast somewhere. So, you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moms and dads, boys and girls, whatever it is, you have 30 seconds to give me the right answer. But first, we want everyone to jump right in for this one because this must be very important. We're reaching a milestone of a television affiliate that has a little switch up, if you know what I mean. Now, here we go with this quiz. Excuse me, can I do this one? Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Don Pardo. Don, how are you? Oh, I'm doing fine, David, really fine indeed. And now, you ready for the Quizmaster? You bet, Don. Wow, Don Pardo is here. Right on, Chuck and Deborah and everybody, let's do it. All right. Take it away, Mr. Don Pardo, the NBC announcer. NBC television moved from KYW to what Philadelphia station 30 years ago? Is it A, WPSG, B, WCAU, or C, WMGM? You got 30 seconds and don't phrase it in form of a question. Popping in the podcast tonight, Jason Lee joining us. Hey, Jason, today is my friend's birthday, Beth, for the Pandemic Crew. Beth Overmeyer, happy birthday. Everyone says BWCAU. Okay, if we get the right answer, I think they do have the right answer, David. Oh, definitely. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, Beth, you said A. Are you sure? You gonna try again? Oh, yes, please try again. We want the birthday lady to have the right answer. And we also said, don't phrase it in the form of a question. Oh, hey, David, you know that Jeopardy started on NBC back in the early days? Yep, Don Pardo was the announcer. And, let me see. And Art Fleming was the host, right? That's right. Okay, and speaking of that, here we go. The correct answer is, hey, Bill, welcome. Bill and Brett joining us, and it's the right answer, WCAU. Yep. Oh, yes. And before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, the NBC affiliate WMGM was a great station down the shore. Perfect for NBC television. Loving those Wildwood days with the NBC Peacock. Thank you very much, Jason. We shall miss WMGM. Man, makes me so mad I want to roar. I get it, David. I get it. So, is anybody ready for me to tell you the story about the big switch in broadcasting? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm ready to tell that story. And I was only I was like a little boy back then. I was almost there for that one. So yes, Jason Lee is joining us tonight. And I salute to all the folks and family out there watching this show. So if you're ready, let's take a moment to tell you about the big switch in Philadelphia television. Between 1994 and 1995, Group W Broadcasting met its demise. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. Group W Broadcasting, Westinghouse Broadcasting, which was founded in 1920 from the first radio station over in Pittsburgh, KDKA, that was the 2nd of November during the Harding and Cox presidential campaign situation. The big show. I call it the big show. Who's going to win the presidency? I wasn't there because if I was, I'd be a very old man then. Sounds like an old man, right? So, back to the story. So, WCAU was owned by CBS at one time, and my mom told me about the early show with the syncopated clock and the things like that. Yes, indeed. So, in 1995, Group W Broadcasting merged to CBS Corporation, and that was the end of Group W, but they still use the typeface of their own stations, like let me see if I give it, WINS for 1010 Wins, that was a Group W radio station, KYW, that's us, KDKA in Pittsburgh, WJZ, it was a station, it was an ABC affiliate, then is now a CBS station. So in Philadelphia, I'll just give you a little sense of what's happening with the big thing called the big switch. The NBC station KYW, the Great Peacock, flown away from Independence Mall East and Market Street to 10 Monument Road, John Facenda Drive, John Facenda, the voice of God in sports and the sole anchor for Channel 10 News. And the CBSI closed at 10 Monument Road and opens up to Independence Mall East at Market Street. Yeah. And Dick Covington, we all know Dick Covington. He was the announcer for KYW 1060 and news anchor there. So, September 1995, mark it on your calendar, NBC 10 will celebrate 30 years of NBC programming and WCAU. As we see here, I was 10 minus 2. I was 8 years old back then. That's the story of NBC and 1995. It was a great year. 1 year later, America lost a wonderful game show host and comedian from Ohio, Mr. Ray Combs. He passed away Sunday, June 2nd, 1996. It was a 72-hour suicide watch. And if you or anyone you know need help, make sure you call the suicide watch, folks. It is 988. I want to let you know that. I want to throw right in there. So that's my story about this. Now, how about some more pod news? See if we have it coming here. Oh yeah, we gotta skip to that. Thank you. Okay, in other news, ladies and gentlemen, Chestnut Hill East is still under construction during their bridge rehabilitation program. It'll be ceasing the situation the 2nd of September at 5 a.m. That's on a Tuesday. Yes, indeed. So, in other news, the Trolley Blitz is still going on until the 11th of August. Yes, indeed. So that's what's happening right now in news. And let me see. What do you think about a Philadelphia Eagles football stadium in the same place where the Franklin Mills is? I'm not so sure. Here's the question. Do people really want to go all the way up I-95 northbound to see the game or down I-76? Yeah, this is a huge situation, I gotta tell you that. So that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. DJ looks at the news. In a few moments, we'll have street names of Philadelphia. Make sure you get your streets ready, ladies and gentlemen, because I got the book. And the Fandemic crew, who I call very, very good friends of mine. They love this thing. So, in other news, ladies and gentlemen, the NFL regular season shall kick off in 39 days. 39 days from now, we're going to root for the Eagles and whichever team you're rooting for. I do remember Philadelphia winning by 1 point. Oops, sorry about that. Philadelphia winning by 1 point during the Chicago game. We visited Chicago Bears. It was 16-15 a few seconds ago. Will they win it or will they not win it? The kicker of the Chicago team kicks the ball and all of a sudden, boom, boom. That's it. Game over. The double doink. Fly, Eagles, fly. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. Yeah. Man does not live by bread alone. Rye bread, because I want some meats and cheeses and this chili lime mayonnaise dressing from Hellman's. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you remember the double doink. I knew you remember it. And I was at Walmart then when the game was going on. I was on my break and I was cheering on. I was celebrating. No matter if I have that crummy Walmart schmuck on saying, "Excuse me, sir, do you work here?" No, I work for the Spark Convention in Miami, Florida. Of course I was. Yeah. Yes, I know, but here's like one thing. There's always another time, my friend. There's always another time to get the victory. Yeah, let me see here. We're just about a few moments, we're 5 minutes away from the second half of the Washington podcast. Banner, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like the stars. I like the stars, but not on the football team. Yes, I know. I understand. Yes, indeed. And yep, City Hall clock lights are not on yet. if you like to see the Philadelphia skyline, like I said, make sure you go onto your computers, tablets, and phones to, let me see, to the Wanamaker Building Live Cam. Just search that and it'll be up there. You'll see the beautiful Philadelphia skyline across the area. And Patrick is joining us. Patrick, welcome aboard. In case you missed it, watch the rebroadcast to get the answer right to the question. What Philly station? Yeah, I'm sorry. Switch the station. Yeah, so it's really fun. So Patrick, welcome aboard. Patrick in the house. There, make him feel welcome. Come on, give us cheers. Yes, go Phillies, go Birds. Yes. Sadly, we didn't sweep the series, but don't worry. We have more baseball to go to. Okay, coming up in this section right here, the Chicago White Sox will be visiting them in Chicago, Illinois. So make sure you tune in to the baseball game. Unfortunately, I can't because I don't have the broadcast stuff yet. I don't have my free sports and things. So I'll let you know when. Okay, we're going to take this time to go on to a little break. But first, I want to say to everybody, thank you very much for your for your donations. We're up at $13, thanks to some of the folks over there. Yes, indeed. And Patrick, I'm doing fine. It's a great night. Hey, make sure you say, JR, where are you, JR? We want you to come on down. But first, I want y'all to smash that like button. If you smash the like button, let me know in the comments. Give me the thumbs up right here if you smash the like button, because it will help support this program and many other programs on KDJD5. So we got about 3 minutes to go to our station break, and including that funky music. Play that funky music right now. Wow, I see we got 23 views on this live stream show. It's so much fun. You gotta love being a Philadelphia guy doing the show. Oh, I'm doing good. I know he's always busy, but hey, we got that football game to go to. I got my Eagles garb waiting in the wings. Yep, we smashed it. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, everybody. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go take a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go away. The Washington podcast will continue. The second half, that is, while doing my thing. Here we go. Welcome back to the second half of the Washington Podcast. The podcast beats all news programs, including your late night shows. Well, I guess that's true. Yes, indeed. And now, back to David Washington. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Deborah's feeding the fishies, and I say, hey, neighbor, let's go feed the fishies, shall we, friend? Thank you. Won't you be my neighbor? Wait a minute. I almost forgot. My mom told me that my version of Mr. Rogers sounds like Paul Lynde's, and I said I'm not going to do that anymore. So to my mother out there, I apologize. Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it is now time to talk about street names of Philadelphia. Welcome back. Yes, good evening indeed. I'm still checking out the live camera, and once again, if you like to see the Philadelphia skyline where you are instead of being downtown, the Wanamaker Building camera. Blah, 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 all said. That's good. Yes, indeed. Gonna wear that Dawkins jersey. That's great. Yes, indeed. All right, so let's just check out the skyline, the Wanamaker Building in Philadelphia. Boom! The lights are on. And look, and if I can see the skyline right now, I'm just watching it. Just humor me on this one. These beautiful skies of cotton candy. Yes, indeed. I'm sorry. Let's just do this here. Here we go. The beautiful cotton candy skies of a little coral and a little blue wrapping around the skyline in its beautiful hue. And a small waxing crescent of the moon appears. It's a beautiful night in the Delaware Valley. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a beautiful night tonight for feeding fishies, watching the Washington podcast, hanging out with your friends, celebrating a birthday. It's a beautiful night, baby. Yes! Sorry about that, folks. I just can't help it. It's a beautiful night tonight. Okay, let me see. We have mollies, catfish, zebras, tetras. Okay. I've got over, congratulations to that one. And wow! A description of Deborah's groovy aquarium. Oh, yeah. Ooh, the red-tailed catfish. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yes, indeed. Make sure you send out a picture. I love to see fishies. All right. Right now, it's 8:32 Eastern Time, and you know what that means. Wait a minute. Hold it. We already did the Quizmaster. Oh, this one. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. The Fandemic Crew's favorite part of the Washington podcast is called Street Names of Philadelphia. Oh, yeah. Yep. As we see the way... hold on for a minute. I'm just going to go ahead and get this picture because I just love this picture. Yeah, it has a beautiful picture of this Philadelphia skyline with a coral, and we see like a small waxing crescent of the moon. It's a beautiful day. If you want a picture of it, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, kids, this is Street Names of Philadelphia, and it's time for this favorite thing. What store do you get those colorful neckties? Well, actually, I got them at a thrift store, and thrift stores has a good buys, very good buys. Yes, indeed. Okay, you've eaten catfish, yeah, yes, indeed. Okay, folks, here we go with Street Names of Philadelphia, and choose your street. Yesterday, the Philly Captain had a great time with Dennis Quaid at the Ashley's Furniture Store. And make sure you tune in to that video. Make sure you subscribe to the Philly Captain. Hit the bell icon. He has thousands and thousands of subscribers. Yes, indeed. So I'm sitting on Go on Street Names of Philadelphia. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Now, let me see. I do have a... See here. Have I ever heard of Christopher Columbus? Yes, I do. Market Street, the Veteran Stadium. Oh, yes. Bill, my friend, wants to hear about Market Street. So let's take a road down to Market Street. First, I got to turn on this fan. I feel a little overheated. Excuse me. And Patrick wants me to tell everybody about the Veteran Stadium. So while I'll be... See, first I'm going to go onto my tablet here and find that. And B Street. B Street, I think, is one of the lettered streets. We'll figure that out, too. So, let me see here. V-E-T... Veteran Stadium. Ton, 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 ton. Booty full booty. Booty in the house. Alrighty. Booty in the house. Okay, so while we get started, Bill says Market Street. Deborah says B Street. I hope B is in this one, but unfortunately, if it's not there, don't worry. Choose another street you like to hear. All right, let's turn over to Market Street. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, A. Oh, yeah. I don't want to be Elvis Presley. I'm a broadcaster, not a crooner. But some folks says, sing, David, sing. Okay, here we go. Market Street. Pay close attention to this little message. Oh, what's the name of the store I go get fancy suits and ties? Well, the answer is, my friend, is blowing in the wind. I know. No. It. Yes. Ooh, Taco Bell. Hey, Taco Bell. I wish there's a Taco Bell next to me. I love those breakfast burritos. Can't wait. Okay, so I go to a Whosoever Gospel Mission. That's a thrift store in the Germantown neighborhood of Philadelphia. Last night I was Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? Oh, yeah. Market Street. William Penn decreed that the main east-west street of his new city would be called High. Regardless of the founder's wish, the thoroughfare was, by 1750, commonly called Market. When another marketing street grew up in Philadelphia, it was naturally named New Market Street to distinguish from the old one. The Market House, an 1824 traveler wrote, which is nothing more than a roof supporting by pillars and quite open to each side. Morris, thank you very much. We'll do Morris Street after that, yeah. Begins on the bank of the Delaware and runs 1 mile, that is 8 squares in length. In the middle of the marketplace, to the east of 2nd Street, stood the prison, pillory, and stocks. We're not talking about the stock market. The prison was removed in 1722. Make sure you smash that like button. Let me know how many likes we have on this program tonight, okay, folks? Let me know what's going on. Shortly thereafter, at the instigation of Benjamin Franklin, I love Cinnabon, I gotta tell you that, the first permanent street paving in the city was installed along the route. The earliest survey of lots on the Market or High Street was recorded in 1682. 7 likes? Thanks, Booty. Thank you very much. On the west side of the street between 3rd and 4th Street, the name of the street was officially changed to Market in 1853 to confirm the common use. By 1883, Market Street was declared a public street. Yeah, how about that? My peeps over here. From the Delaware to the Schuylkill. West of the Schuylkill, the street was confirmed as far as Cobb's Creek in 1788. The section which ran through Hamilton Village in West Philadelphia was known as Washington Street prior to 1858. The entire stretch of street was widened to its present width between 1870 and 1931. And let me see, Deborah wants to hear about B Street. Where's B Street? Be good, yeah. Johnny, be good, yeah, man. B. My sincere apologies, Deborah. I have not found a B Street, but I think it'd be under lettered or numbered lettered or numbered streets, I think it is. Yeah, but let me see. Find a yeah, we don't like the Commanders or the Nationals. I hope I think the Nationals are scraping behind in the bottom of the barrel between the other teams, and sadly, the New York Mets are in the lead. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, so Morris Street. We wanted to hear from Morris. M for Morris, yeah. Okay, and while I'm looking for Morris, M-O-R... Mount. Uh-oh. Don't tell me we don't see you here. Oh, but Bootyful wants to hear about Chew Avenue. Yes, indeed. Let me see here. Where the heck is it? Morris Street. Morris. M-A... Morris. Morris. Morris, is it? Are you there, Morris? Well, we're going to take a small break from Street Names of Philadelphia and give you a little thing. I know we got Chew Avenue up next to go on with. Okay. Veterans Stadium was a multi-purpose stadium in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the northeast corner of Broad Street and Patterson Avenue. Part of the South Philadelphia Sports Complex. The seating capacity for baseball was 56,371 seats, and for football, 65,358. It closed in the month of September 23rd, 2003. And it was demolition day was later on. And for folks out there, we do miss Citizens. I'm sorry. We do miss Veterans Stadium, a good multi-purpose place for both the Phillies and the Eagles to play on. Yeah. So let me see. We got Chew Avenue up on deck. Ra-da-da-da-da-dun, street sign. Groovy music, please. Chew. Chew, chew, chew. Found it, guys. Found it. Chew Avenue. Chew Avenue. Let's eat. I'm sorry. I can't help that. That's a little funny joke there. Chew Avenue. Yep, I missed the spectrum. Yeah. Great. The dividing line between the town lots and the back lots of Germantown. Oh, yeah, I'll get you. Ann Street. I wonder, before we continue on, let's see if we can find Ann. A-N-N. Ann Street. Ann. You see her. Let me see. Abbotsford, Abington, Academy, Alcott. Yep, the lady who created Little Women. Yep. Anchor, Angora, Apple Street. Apple Tree Street. I love apples. Nope. I'm sorry, Patrick. I cannot find Ann Street. I found Anchor Street, but it's not there. So, my sincere apologies. Remember, I did not write this book. Okay. The dividing line of town lots and the back lots of Germantown was originally referred to as Division Street. That street became Chew Avenue. Named after Benjamin Chew. Ooh, who is Henry Avenue? Henry Avenue. Good idea. I better do that. Oh, all right. Named for Benjamin Chew, an 18th century Chief Justice of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court and Attorney General for the estate, Chew Avenue first emerged in official records at Thorpe's Lane from Worcester to Penn Streets to Old York Road in 1796. Benjamin Chew established his county seat in Germantown about 1761 and called it Cliveden Street for our next time. He and his family owned most of the land along the present route of the avenue. Gall Street. Let's see if I can find Gall. The earliest section to be called Chew was recorded in the plan of the borough of Germantown in 1849. The extended, quote, from its intersection with Penn Street to the Bristol Township Line Road, close quotes. After consolidation in 1854, Chew Avenue grew rapidly. In 1856, the street ran from Penn Street to Washington Lane. By affidavit, the sections of from Penn to Sedgwick Street were opened officially about the same time. The section from Sedgwick to Mount Airy Avenue from Masher to 5th was added before the turn of the century. By 1931, Chew was an avenue and achieved its full length by deed, ordinance, and the inclusion of Thorpe's Lane from Ogons Avenue to Worcester Street. That is Chew Avenue. Now, let's find Gall Street. We have a few calls for Gall under the letter G for Good Golly Miss Molly. A, B, C, D, F, G. Gotcha. I hope I can find Gall Street for goodness sake. Let me see here. Governors Gould. Oh yeah, U G A G A. That's right, G A. Galloway, Garfield. Nope. Oh gosh. Sorry, Patrick. I couldn't find Gall Street. Yeah. It's a losing situation. But how about we talk about Henry Avenue? Who is Henry Avenue named after? We're going to check it out right now, okay? Hold on for a minute. Haynes, Hold, Haverford, Hazard, Herman, Hicks. Aw, shoot. Oh, sorry, Booty. I could not find Henry Avenue. It's a losing battle, ladies and gentlemen, for me, but don't worry, I'll be all right. Patrick wanted to hear Van Kirk Street. Van Kirk Streets. Let's see here, Van Kirk. Under the letter V for very good program, I hope. Oh, no, I know so. Water Street is over there. I can just do some water, because I'm kind of thirsty. And for the first time in our podcast, I did not have any libations tonight with my friend Big Blue Mug. Yeah, so how about that? I know it's terrible. Do not worry. I hope to be some there. Van Kirk. See here. Vine, Venango. Oh, Patrick, I'm so sorry. I can't find Van Kirk Street either. Yeah. Shoot. But I do have a request for Water Street if anybody's ready. Allen's Lane. Oh yeah, let me see. Allen's Lane. I think Allen Lane. I know this. I know Allen Lane, but that's not the correct spelling. But don't worry, it doesn't count here on the Washington podcast. I found it. Allen's Lane, Bootyful. We'll do that right after Water Street. And here we go. In 1755, Thomas Pownall wrote that the original idea that the front street on the Delaware would have no houses immediately 100th Street. I don't think we have 100th Street actually, but that's a good inception, good idea. Oh my gosh, we got 10 minutes to go. I better hurry up. Thomas Pownall wrote that the original idea was that the front street on the Delaware would have no houses. Aha, yes. Blow some fireworks, everybody. Immediately on the bank, but rather serve as a parapet. After the first settlers have bought these lots on Front Street, he wrote, it was found to more convenient for the merchants and trades to build their warehouses. I don't know if there's a David Street, but wouldn't it be wonderful if it is? Okay, it was found more convenient for the merchants and trades to build their warehouses and even dwelling houses on the beach below. If that's possible. Let me see here. Which they wharfed over, and several long leases since the land was not to be sold, and became this street of the dwelling houses, etc., of all the principal merchants and rich men of business, and was called Water Street. Patrick, I'll just check that out here. Let's see here, Patrick. P for Patrick. Is there a Patrick Street? I'll be very happy. Okay. Palmer, Packer, Parish. RQRS. Pastorius. Sorry, that's all I see is Pastorius, and that's all with that one. Okay. St. David Street, located in Maniac. I think we'll probably talk about that on our next podcast episode. Yes, indeed, we'll do that. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up, David. City records acknowledge that the street existed. In 1883, affidavits were sworn to which indicated Water Street had existed for, quote, at least 21 years, close quotes. The original name given to the street by the earliest settlers was the Street Under the Bank. Later, when it was laid out in 1705, it was named King Street, from Porter the Christian. The street was known as Ostego until 1895. Braun Street. Braun Street? Aw, thank you, Booty. I appreciate it. A small section of Ostego from Snyder to Morris was known as Church until 1858. Until the addition brought water to its full length in 1895, the section from Bainbridge to South was Penn. The section from Cumberland to Gurney was Fox. Clearfield to Lippincott was Emma. Westmoreland to Venango was Fox. And Fishers Avenue to Clarkson was Wentz. Okay, see, we couldn't get that. Allen's Lane and Levick Street to end off the podcast. Okay, here we go. Allen's Lane. Sections of the road leading to the country's seat of Chief Justice William Allen date back to 1746 for a road which ran through Thomas Livesey's mill at Glen Fern on the Wissahickon. Though strictly speaking, yes, he should, yes. In that year, the mill still belonged to a Thomas Shoemaker. Allen, a noted jurist, laid out a small settlement in the northeastern part of Pennsylvania in 1765. That town, Allentown, hey, how about that? Allentown, that's where it came from. All right, I did it! Also bears his name. East Allen's Lane, from Sprague Street to Stanton Avenue, was known as Nippon Street prior to 1926. The growth of Allen's Lane accelerated at the turn of the century. The most recent section being dedicated to the city in 1958. And we got about oh my gosh, I have 5 minutes, so I better hurry up, David. Levick! A, B, C, D, F, G, do, 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 do. There you go, my friend, I got it. And for some of the requests, Lansing Street, I shall definitely do this on the next episode of the Washington Podcast, episode number 13. So this will be a lucky day for me. Okay, let me see. Lansing. Levick. Let me see here. Levick Street for Deborah. Hog Island Road. We may talk about that next time. Jefferson. Okay, let me see here. Lancaster. Lansdowne. Lawrence. Liper. Lehigh Avenue. We'll do about that one next time, yes. Levick. Is there a Levick? Please let there be a Levick. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Deborah. I cannot find a Levick Street. This is, man. This is like a 2 for 2. But how about we end off with Lehigh Avenue at Patrick's request? And if I can find Lansing, we'll do Lansing. And I don't see Lansing, so good move, Patrick. Lehigh Avenue to end it off. Let me see here. First dedicated. Oh, and here's like one thing for all the folks out there have some streets at the end of this program. Don't worry, we shall definitely get your streets on our next episode of the Washington Podcast. So here we go. Well, who said Levering? Who said Levering? Lansing. DJ Wash should do a Philadelphia history tour. God bless you. I thank you. First dedicated to the city in 1850, from Belgrade to Coral Street, Lehigh Avenue was named for the Pennsylvania County. The commissioners of Kensington opened the next section from 6th Street to Germantown Avenue in 1854. By the end, let me see here. There you go. By the end of the 19th century, Lehigh had reached its full length from Richmond Street to Ridge Avenue. Richmond to Ridge. Lehigh County was originated in 1812. It took its name from the Lehigh River, which separates Lehigh from Northampton County. The Delaware Indians called this river Lechowekink, where there are forks. German settlers shortened the name to Lecha, and the English pronounce it Lehigh. Wow, and look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We're out of time. Oh my gosh. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Washington Podcast. And we're going to get everything going, so let me see here. Church Lane for Booty Fool, and we already did Allen's Lane. And here's like one thing I want to let you know. Chestnut Hill West Line Station is now known as Allen Lane. Now it's William Allen Lane. How about that? What dedication? Oh, good one. Yep, get out the flat where it's dinner time. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the Washington Podcast. My special thanks to the Fandemic crew, Deborah and Booty and everybody. So, we'll see you again next time. I'm Divawaj, and saying, have your vehicles gassed and oiled. Help the vehicle population. We thank you for watching the Washington Podcast on KDJW. Thank you very much. It is Richard Adams Lane. Yeah, that's right. Okay, go on. If you like what you see, make sure you make a donation to DJ Wash 5 via Venmo. Stay tuned for episode number 12. Rod, it is number 12. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 13. And Bob Hilton shall tune in then. This is Roddy speaking for the Washington Podcast, a DJ Wash 5 production.